Hey everybody, it's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk. You know me, I'm your two-time KOTA World Champion. And today I'm going to give you guys your second Who's Better video on what you guys picked, what you guys voted for, and that was Marvel vs. DC. Now, first of all, I'm only going to ask 5 questions because this is going to be a very difficult video. I wanted to do this because I know people would want to pick this, and it'll be a good, test for my brain. So I decided to do that. And the reason this is going to be so hard, and I kind of want to do this, is because this is one of those big opinion things where I hear arguments like this all the time. Marvel is awesome. No, DC's better. So I narrowed down to 5 topics. So instead of doing 7, I'm doing 5 because this was just very difficult to do because I don't know really any questions to Marvel, or I don't really have a whole lot for DC. So it was very hard. Personally, I know what I like better, but I'm going to answer the questions truthfully, and we'll just see. On just what I know. So keep in mind, I don't know everything about Marvel and DC. This is just what I think. So we'll do the first question. That's Bear Comics. That's how they start off. They were both comics. They were both their different comics. You had Stan Lee doing Marvel, and you had some other guy doing DC. It all depends on who was more popular. Well, obviously Marvel came out first, and that's when they did stuff like Fantastic Four, Captain America, Spider-Man, Avengers, and they had DC Comics, which did Batman, Superman, Justice League, and who else? I'm so sorry. Teen Titans and stuff like that. So, like DC had a lot of good, popular, comic books like Superman, Batman, Justice League, Teen Titans, and so on and so forth. And then you look over at Marvel, though, but they have like Captain America, Fantastic Four, The Incredible Hulk, they had Spider-Man, Daredevil, they had Blade, and other stuff like that. So it's very hard. But if I had to choose personally, and honestly, I would have to say Marvel for Bear Comics because there's more variety and it came out first. And yeah, with DC, I can't really name a whole lot of DC characters, to be honest with you. But I think more people go into the Marvel. Heck, I got Godzilla comic books over there somewhere. I actually can see them right now. They're a big binder. Most of them are Marvel. Some of them are Dark Horse. But most of them are Marvel. They're Marvel Godzilla comics. So, yeah, Godzilla was part of Marvel as well. How funny. And he actually faced the Avengers. He's faced the Fantastic Four, Avengers, and other guys like that. So it was pretty cool. So those comics are cool. So yeah, I decided to pick Marvel for that one. Next are who had better movies. Now this one was kind of tough because I really had to think of Marvel and DC for a second here. Let's look at Marvel. You have the Spider-Man movies, especially the new one coming out this year. You have the Avengers. You have what else? There's a lot. There's Blade, there's Daredevil, there's the Hulk, and other stuff like that. Now let's move on to DC. You got Catwoman, you have the Superman movies and the Batman movies, and you got the Wonder Woman TV show. So it's kind of hard. Let's just take a look. The Amazing Spider-Man movie, I liked it, but it did have its flaws. For example, I did not like the lizard in that movie. That was a big spit in the face to me, but it was still a good movie. You have the Avengers. I thought it was better than I thought it would be. It was funny as hell. Really good. And then finally, let's go to the Captain America, an underrated superhero, but it was still a good movie. And I actually say it was probably the best Marvel movie of all time, but after seeing Avengers, no. Avengers, I think, would be the best superhero movie, in my opinion. Well, Marvel, anyway. So those are some of its 3 best films. Now let's look at DC now. And yes, the Teen Titans movie does count when they go to Tokyo. I'm a huge Teen Titans fan, so I'm just gonna say that one was good for me. Even for a Teen Titans kids show, I thought it was still fun to watch. We have the Batman movies, whether it's the Tim Burton, movies, the first two, and then its sequels. Batman was definitely one of those hit and misses as well. Most of the Batman movies were either corny or just foul, just stupid. But Michael Keaton as the Batman and Jack Nicholson as the Joker, that one in my mind was the best Batman. And then the Dark Knight series, mainly the Dark Knight and then Dark Knight Rises, those were really good on their own right, except for Batman Begins, which was flawed, sucked. Yeah, Catwoman, she was hot, I guess. That there wasn't really a whole lot to that movie. No. Then you have the new have the Superman movies. I saw the first one. I couldn't really get into it. Didn't see the sequels. I haven't even seen Man of Steel, but I saw the Nostalgia Critic review on it. And I'm kind of glad I didn't go. I probably would have been disappointed. But, I mean, the action looked really good. But just, I don't want to really sit through that kind of movie. Because I'm not into Superman. That's just it. I don't find Superman that cool, to be honest. He's basically he's almost pretty much immortal. And I want a good challenge. And there's rarely anything that can kill Superman except for Kryptonite. That's about it. So it's not really that fun. And yeah. So if I had to pick better movies, I have to pick. This is tough. Because the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises were really good movies. I'm just gonna go with Marvel because there's a lot more Marvel movies for me personally that I enjoy more. And there are some good DC movies. I'm not gonna say that all of them are garbage, but it's just when it comes to Marvel, I'm more interested in watching a Marvel movie. Even though they do have bad movies, I'm not gonna lie about that. They have made a lot of bad movies and they've done a lot of stupid mistakes. But it's just that's why I prefer. Yeah. Next one, better heroes. Obviously, both sides have their superheroes. Let's see here. You've got the. Basically, let's do it this way. Let's do this. We're gonna do Marvel for not Marvel. Avengers versus just. No, I'll do that one last. I'll do the last one. So let's do better superheroes. You have Spider-Man. You have Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk. Then for superheroes for DC, you have guys like Batman, Superman, Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern. So yeah, those are some heroes from there. But it just depends, like, who do you root for the most? And this one's very, very hard to do. I would just say Marvel, but now I have to think about this really hard because... Oh my god, this is very hard to do because Marvel's got has a lot of great superheroes, but so is DC. To be honest with you, I would say Marvel because again, I'm more of a Marvel fan. I apologize for liking Marvel so much, but it's just I grew up more to Marvel. And then when I watch DC, it's just like, I mean, he's cool. Like, but that's about it. Like, to be honest, I only like one guy out of the entire, DC thing. That's Batman. And everybody else is either just there because, she's hot, or, But when I look at Marvel, it's like, okay, this guy's cool. He's cool. Oh, that guy's a badass right there. It's just, that's how it rolls for me. So I just had to pick Marvel for this one. Next one is better villains. So all superheroes have villains. Let's just go to the top Marvel villains. Like the villains that most people remember when it comes to Marvel. You have the Green Goblin. You have Doctor Doom, Galactus. You have Red Skull. That's pretty much it. You have Loki from Thor. I know a lot of people at my school. I know a lot of people especially girls who are huge Loki fans. They are obsessed with Loki more than anything. And I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying that just proves right there that they're probably Marvel fans because it's Loki. People consider Loki one of the best villains, if not the best villain of Marvel or any villain of any superhero movie. That's their decision, so, and that's their opinion, so that's fine. But now let's go on to DC. What popular DC villains do they have? They have Lex Luthor. Lex Luger. I'm sorry. Luger? Lex Luthor? Lex Luthor, I believe. Lex Luthor. There you go. Lex Luthor. You have, obviously, the Joker is undoubtedly one of the most popular villains and one of the most loved villains, supposedly. Let's see what else. You see, that's like the only two main popular ones I can actually think of. So again, I'm picking Marvel because again, I know a lot more Marvel villains than DC. You guys really wanted me to do this, and this was very hard, but I think we already know who the winner is now. So, well, let's just do the last one. Next, Bear Origins. But I was going to do Bear Origins, but I'm now going to decide between which group is better. Between the Avengers and Justice League. Okay, I saw the Avengers movie. And I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was funny. I think the only downside was they only had 6 heroes in that movie. Not including Nick Fury. But they had the Black Widow, Ronan, I believe his name was, Hulk, Captain America, and Iron Man, and Thor. But then you look at Justice League, you have Martian Manhunter, Flash, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. So that's in terms of, but then again, the Avengers do get more, guys on their side. They get more guys like, Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four. They get more, help. But then you look at Justice League and they have guys like Green Arrow, and they get more guys too on their side as well for Justice League. So, to be honest with you, again, I'm more of a Marvel fan, but when it comes to the group, I can't decide. I'm going to have to pick a draw for this one. Because both guys are equally popular in my view, and they're equally as getting more guys on their side. So, yeah. There's no winner for that one. I think both teams are equally good in their own right. I mean, even though I'm more to Marvel, but then again, I gotta give some credit to DC, and at least they get more and more guys too. Actually, to be honest, I think Justice League might get more guys than Marvel. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just putting them as a draw. So we have 4 wins for Marvel and a tie for both of them. So that means we get 1. So really, it's 5-1. Marvel wins. Again, I know I didn't. These questions weren't the best. Again, I apologize. I don't really pay attention to DC a whole lot. Yes, I do watch DC movies from time to time, but it's just that there's not really a whole lot of DC stuff I'll watch. When it comes to Marvel, I'll pretty much watch it almost all the time. I'll almost watch it all the time. Whether the Marvel movie's good or bad, I'll still watch it. So yeah. No disrespect to DC or anything, it's just I'm not into DC, and that's my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I know this was might have been a little bit frustrating, and I know for a fact that I'm going to get either a lot of, likes, I'm going to get a lot of dislikes. I'm prepared for that. And there are probably going to be comments down below saying, you didn't give DC a chance, you should give DC a chance, that was hardly even fair. But I did the video, and I did, honestly, in my honest opinion, I'm just into Marvel more than DC. That's just it. I don't hate DC, it's just I'm more into Marvel. Okay? It's just the opinion. I mean, you got your opinions, so if you like DC, that's great with you. That's great with you. Yeah. And yeah. So that's pretty much it. I'll have a voting down below on who you want your next Who's Bear video to be. I will use a couple of them. So we will have Freddy versus Jason. That's a new one. We will have Gremlins versus Critters. I'll be doing that one. Then we got Daniel Bryan versus Chris Benoit, two technical wrestlers. So I'll be doing that one if you guys want me to. Just vote on that one. And then I would say a fourth one. Let me think here for a second while I'm going over. So we got, let me remind myself again, Chris Benoit versus Daniel Bryan. We got Gremlins versus Critters. And then we have Freddy versus Jason. And then finally, what else should I do? Just give me a second, guys. I didn't prepare for this, so this is kind of a thinking process. This is not scripted at all. I didn't write this down. I just thought I could think of one. So let me think here for a second. I'm just gonna pan around the room for a little bit, see if I can find something I can compare. One of the videos I will do will be Pacific Rim versus Godzilla 2014. I'll only do that though after I see Godzilla 2014. Then I'll compare which movie was better. I will do that. But you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do Godzilla and then King Kong versus Godzilla. There you go. So, one more time. King Kong versus Godzilla. Gremlins versus Critters. Freddy versus Jason. And Chris Benoit versus Daniel Bryan. So, please vote. And I'll give you guys a month to vote. And then I will give you guys your Who's Better video. And don't forget to also send me any questions because I would gladly like to put them in my Who's Bear video, so I have a variety of questions to ask, so it's a little bit more fair. I know this was only 5 questions, so yeah, I know Marvel won, but it's just I'm just a Marvel fan. No disrespect for DC, I just enjoy Marvel more. So vote down below. I want you to tell me what you guys. So vote down below. There will be a link down below. Vote and tell me who you want me, and vote on what you want me to do for Who's Better. Like I said, I'll give you guys a month to give you guys the video. So please vote. If it's all tied, then I'll wait another week or so until something increases. Until voting increases. So please vote. I'm begging you, please vote. And that's all I have to say. And I will possibly be doing a Royal Rumble live reactions if I could get my friends to come over and get Jose, Brandon, and the others to come by. I'll probably do a Royal Rumble review. Well, obviously I'll do a Royal Rumble review too. But I'll also be doing live reactions. And also, if I do live reactions, if we are watching Royal Rumble, I will have a little contest. Again, it's just for everybody that shows up. I apologize. It's just because I don't want you guys to vote, because Mitch is already doing that right now for Wrestling Gurus. For the Wrestling Gurus, he's already doing his Royal Rumble contests for the Guru Lounge of that, and I don't want to invite people from there to there, and they think they could get those stuff. It's just, plus I don't really have anything. I don't have anything to actually give you, because this is how it would be if you won the Rumble contest. If I were to do it, and you guys yeah, I win, and then this is probably my thing. Congratulations, you won. Great job, you did. And that would be it. And a lot of people will be disappointed, be unsubscribing to me. So I figured, yeah, I'm not going to do that. But we are going to do we will be doing our own Royal Rumble contest where we draft numbers. And I'm going to see if we can try all for each person. We each bet $1 in. and whoever wins the Rumble, whoever either drew that number or got closest to that number will win all the money. So it'll be kind of interesting, or we'll do something like that, but we'll make it fun. Usually the more people, the more exciting it is, so it just depends on who comes. Like I said, hopefully Brandon or Jose will come, and because I want to do this from live stream, but we can't do it from the big TV for some odd reason. I mean, I could try checking back there and see if we have like an HDMI plug. I mean, I do, but I just want to see if we can have a plug-in, so that way I can hook it up and hook up out there, so that way I can invite more people to come over. And we'll definitely do a video too. I'll probably do a video too where some of the guys are here, and yeah, we'll do that. We'll make a video. We'll maybe do a few of us, and we'll draft numbers. If not, we'll definitely draft right before the Rumble starts. But I will make the numbers and everything, and it's going to be very fun. And one more thing I have to say, Orton versus Cena for the championship. Again, at the main event of Royal Rumble. I don't care. No one cares. La-di-la-di-da. Fuck. I can't stand those two. Release both of them. I swear to God. That's all they focus on, is just those two stars. They get no reactions whatsoever when it comes to their feuds and when it comes to their matches. They are, both of them in match is the equivalent of Alberto Del Rio alone. And that, my friend, just pisses me off. So, that's all I have to say, and I'm definitely looking forward to old school of Raw. So I'm sorry for rambling on, but that's what I do.